Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a love reading, timeless love reading. We're going to see what you need to hear. You'll know, once I get into the energy, if you want to listen. If you don't want to listen or it's not resonating, that just means it wasn't for you. And like I said, intuitively, you'll know by the caption on this, like the title. You'll know by the energy once I start doing the reading. I also have to mention that I do have someone working in my house right now, and they are very loud. They haven't shown up for the day, so I was trying to get a reading done before they got here because I haven't been able to work. How interesting. So I cut the deck and we have triggered, can't stop overthinking. So that is super interesting right away. So it feels like there's someone who maybe you triggered them in some way. I always say when you're triggered, it's because someone is poking at an unhealed wound. So, maybe you were poking at an unhealed wound on this person. It could have been that they did that to you as well. Like you could resonate with that. Whenever you're feeling triggered, it is such an opportunity to explore where that trigger comes from, because usually it's coming from a previous experience or it's coming from your childhood. Some people even experience it with past life wounding. Anyway, let's get back to your person. You've got someone here who can't stop overthinking about you. Something you did or said could have triggered this person. We have self-love, go within, treat yourself. That's really interesting. It's two very opposite energies. So it feels like this could be you going within, self-love, Empress energy, and your person maybe being triggered by that, or maybe I feel like something you did or said or an action you took or something you posted maybe has this person very triggered. But let's get into it. Oh, you know what else? This could be a connection that triggered you to go within and find self-love. This could have been a connection that was supposed to trigger growth within you. We have fear, holding back, overthinking. So there's a lot of overthinking here by your person, I feel. And you could be picking up on this. If someone is... If someone keeps popping into your mind, it's very likely it's because they're thinking heavily about you. Let's keep shuffling. We have water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's also an energy of emotion. So you could be dealing with someone who's feeling quite triggered and emotional right now. Again, you could be picking up on those energies. And we have family, birth of new life coming in. So for some of you, maybe, there's someone around you or you that's pregnant. But this birth of new life coming in doesn't have to mean like a literal baby. Birth of new life actually gives me like sun energy or Empress energy. Anyway, we have past life issue, karmic partner, very interesting. What's happening here? It's interesting because I went down a rabbit hole the other night about karmic partners, and karmic partners are supposed to teach you a lesson. So maybe the person that and karmic partners don't have to be romantic, but the thing is that counterparts are a form of karmic partner. You're supposed to teach each other lessons, and that card said past life issues. And remember I said you can be triggered by past life issues without knowing where that trigger comes from. This person could have taken up with a karmic, or you could be someone who's with someone new and they're feeling triggered. There could be like a third party energy. We have mirroring. That's what I was talking about, well, first of all, you could be counterparts here. Definitely counterparts in separation. There could have been a karmic partner. You could be wondering if this person is your karmic and not actually your counterpart. With a karmic, there's no growth. You know, there's no... Karmic partners are meant to teach you lessons and push you to grow and break cycles. But there would be no growth there, like, ever. So if you're dealing with someone where it's just the same cycle again and again and again, and you never change and they never change, and you stay in a very unhealed place, that is an indication of a karmic. You know, counterparts talk about really evolving, really blossoming, like into that phoenix, into that butterfly, even though like they're in separation with their counterpart, even though maybe for some of them they've released that. They talk about huge changes within themselves. You know, like for me, I'm a completely different person than I was when I first started this journey so many years ago. I'm a completely different person. Like, I wouldn't even recognize myself. So anyway, we have mirroring here, and that's what I was talking about. Like, you could be picking up on this energy, and it's also an indication that there is a lot of mirroring going on in your lives right now. So like if they're feeling triggered, you may be feeling triggered, and maybe not just by this person, but you could find yourself being triggered by like other things, by friendships, by situations at work, by like really random things. If it's an indication that whatever you're going through, they're going through in some way. So, you know, if you're working on that self-love, if you're looking at your triggers, it's an indication that they're picking up on that energy. We have solitude, alone, quiet, non-action. So clearly you and this person in separation, mirroring each other's energy. Ooh, we have proposal there. Interesting. So we'll see what comes out. So let's see what you need to hear about this situation. So we have gift here, cosmic gift, major blessings. This is interesting because I'm seeing you could be someone who's wondering, is this my karmic? Like, is this just a karmic, or is this actually my counterpart? We have big decision, heavy thinking, contemplation here. And we have gift, cosmic gift, major blessings. And I was just talking about, you know, what the counterpart journey does for the feminine. It really does. And I'm not talking about gender, but it awakens a gift within you. It gives you that, like this journey, it's hard, but it gives you the gift of self-awareness, of spirituality, of finding your own gift, aligning with your soul purpose, helping others to heal. You know, it is, I can see it as a gift, even though it's been, you know, one of the most challenging periods of my life. So you could, you know, you could be heavily thinking about this. You could be heavily reflecting. And that's what, you know, my suggestion to you, thank you, Wally, confirmation. My suggestion to you is to look at the bigger picture here, because you could be feeling triggered about this connection, and you could be wondering, like, is this a karmic, or is this actually my counterpart? And again, my advice for you is to reflect on, look at the bigger picture of your journey. It should be about you and your journey, and look at how much you've changed and evolved. And, you know, if you are someone who resonates as a divine feminine and you feel like you have a gift, I urge you, like, if you're contemplating that, if you have a little whisper within you saying, I could help people, or I'm supposed to be doing something bigger. I'm supposed to be creating something. I have chills as I'm saying this to you. My advice to you is listen to that whisper, because I didn't for a very long time. I pushed that little whisper away and I tried my best because I made all these excuses like, oh, well, I'm not really good at public speaking. I could never learn all the tarot cards. I could never remember all that information. Excuse, excuse, excuse. Like, I'll fail. There's so many other great tarot readers out there. I was like, I really stopped myself, and looking back, I wish I had making that jump sooner. So you could be someone who's, heavily contemplating following whatever spiritual gift that this has awakened in you. Take that as it resonates. And it's interesting because if you are someone who's like contemplating going after, your dreams here or your soul's purpose, and we have mirroring, it's showing that this person is also reflecting, I feel like, how can I put this? I feel like if that little whisper is telling you to follow your dream, or that you could help heal people, you could help other divine feminines, whatever your whisper is telling you, I feel like this person's whisper is talking to them about you. Anyway, so you could be someone like on the counterpart journey who's heavily, like I said, reflecting about this journey and what it means. You could be feeling very triggered, and wondering if this was just a karmic. And again, reflect about it. Reflect, have you grown? Has this person shown any growth? We have healing. Yay! You could have a gift to help heal others. I'm telling you. We have healing here. So you could be, and as I'm saying that, I'm getting a rush of fire. So you could be a fire sign. You could be dealing with a fire sign, but that also gives me Phoenix energy. Someone who, Queen of Wands, someone who has been through shit, but evolves out of that fire, more confident, more powerful. Queen of Wands is also giving me that creative vibe, that I'm hearing light worker. So anyway, you could be someone who is heavily healing, taking accountability for what you need to take accountability for. And you could be heavily contemplating if you can help others. And my answer to you is yes, you can. I encourage it. I encourage everyone to go after their freaking dream, because I let fear stop me. I let fear paralyze me. And in my experience, like in the healing community, there's less competition between, like, I used to be a photographer, and the competition between photographers was just insane to me. Like, they wouldn't make eye contact with each other when we were out at parks outside, and we would see each other taking pictures. Like, we're both doing family photos. And I'm such like a friendly person, polite person. They wouldn't even make eye contact with me. It was so weird. It was such a competitive environment. But for me, maybe I'm just naive. But in the light worker community, like, I don't see that same competition. I see, and truly, if you're a light worker, you're meant to lift other people up, not push them down. So anyone who is being super competitive and weird in the spiritual community, that's not light working. But anyway, in my experience in this community, in the healing community in general, I see a lot of people lifting each other up rather than pushing each other down. I don't know why I just went on a rant about that. I feel like it's symbolic for at least one person listening, and that's all I care about. Anyway, I also said mirroring. Like, I even mentioned healing as an example when I was talking about mirroring. So if you are healing, if you are taking accountability, If you are looking at what this journey has done for you and what a gift it's been, Wally's very vocal. I feel mirroring this person is as well. This could also be someone who is feeling quite triggered and is finally contemplating doing the inner work. Like maybe maybe this is someone who hasn't wanted to look at themselves or hasn't been able to look at themselves because of their ego. And now because you're kind of diving into healing, they could be very heavily thinking about taking acknowledgement or taking accountability for what they can take accountability for. Excuse me. Anyway, let's keep going. Look at this. We have contemplation, life partner, forever potential. And that's exactly what I said. It's like this person is looking at you like you're the major gift. Contemplating a future with you, like envisioning a future with you. But I feel like in order to do that, they would need to heal. But I don't take back what I said about those of you who have been thinking that you could be, like you have a gift. Listen, I need to talk about this for like a few more minutes. If you are someone who thinks that you have a gift and there's that little whisper in you that says, I'm just going to use like tarot reader for an example. And there's a little whisper in you saying, I would like to do that. Like that looks fun. I wish I could do that. But then you're looking at tarot readers who channel, and you could be intimidated by that. Like you could see readers who talk to their guides very openly, who name their guides, who say like, I just heard my guide say this. If you have a little whisper in you that says you could do that, but your ego is telling you like, I could never do that. Like, I don't hear voices. I don't get downloads like that. I'm telling you, follow that whisper, because that means to me, like I used to feel that way. I used to watch readers and be really intimidated. Like, how are they doing that? How are they channeling energy? How are they getting downloads? How does that make sense? Like, and it was very intimidating for me. But like I said, something within me was saying, you can do that. You can do that. You have that gift. And then once I started on this journey and harnessing that gift, I started to be able to do the things that I saw those readers do. I started to hear the things that those readers would talk about hearing. So like I said, if you're someone who doesn't think that's possible, but you still have that whisper that you could do it, that you could help heal people, there's a reason you're hearing that whisper. And I have major goosebumps right now. So somebody needs to hear this message. I'm going to get back to your love reading right now. But that was very, like, I have full body chills right now. Somebody needed to hear that message. Don't let your ego intimidate you. Don't let your fear stop you. You cannot succeed if you never try, you know? And it's really, I really let the universe put huge tower moments in my way, trying to wake me up to that fact. So don't be like me. Don't wait until the universe strips everything away from you and you have no other choice but to go after your dream. Because anyway, that's a really important message. I apologize for those of you who are here for a love reading and don't want to hear it, but somebody needed to hear that message. And whoever needed to hear that message specifically, I am sending you love, because not believing in yourself, having that fear, having that doubt can stop you. And I think everybody has the potential to go after their dreams. I know I sound like Pollyanna up in here. But like, the only one stopping you is you. But let's keep going. I'm sorry for those of you who didn't want to hear that message. Somebody needed to hear that message. I'm confident about that. Let's keep going. Your love story, not this. Let's keep going. What do you need to know about love? Okay, we have competition. So like I said, I just want to say, if you are someone who's wanting to go after your dream and you're worried about the competition, I even said it. I even talked about competition. True light workers, there shouldn't be that competition that comes from ego. And that's why I find this community so different. I constantly see light workers building each other up, you know, lifting each other up rather than pushing each other down. And, you know, I don't know why this message is coming through so strongly, but just remember that you also shouldn't be comparing yourself to anyone but you. So, you know, just using myself as an example again, I would watch readers who had like 100,000 subscribers or 300,000 subscribers or even like 50,000 subscribers. And I would think I could never do that. Like I would look at Esso Tarot and Kino Tarot with all their cards. And I was like, that's never, like, I could never do that. I could never do that. And I compared myself to them, me being someone who had, you know, 5 tarot decks and didn't know what I was doing when I first, you know, got into tarot. I would sit there and compare myself to these people who are established and who've been doing it for years. And that is also keeping you stuck. Like if you're someone who's comparing yourself to others, even if you're comparing yourself to a karmic, you know, like let's say your person took up with a karmic and you're comparing yourself to that karmic, that's only hurting you. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is yourself and how far you've come on this journey and how you've evolved and how you've changed. Anyway, I really am going to move away from that energy now. We have conflict and we have competition. So for some of you, you know, we do have confused on how to move forward. And like I said, for some of you, that could have to do with this gift of healing that you're thinking about stepping into. But we're going to get back to the love reading. So it does look like there's blockages between you and someone else. This is like 5 of Wands energy, like 2 5 of Wands. And that's major blockages. And what I mean by that is there could be blockages on both sides. So we do have conflict, confused how to move forward, and we have competition. So for some of you, there could be like, this person could be thinking that you have someone else in your energy, or this person could have someone else in their energy. You would know that. There's clearly, you know, a wall here though, between the two of you, confused how to move forward. And, you know, for some of you, your person could have gotten involved with a karmic and it could have triggered you, and you could be, you know, very conflicted because your logical brain could be telling you all kinds of things. And your soul could be telling you, I still care about that person. Like, even though they took up with a karmic, I still care about them. It can be very confusing. Anyway, we have happiness here, enjoyment, kindness, security, priority. Interesting. So it's some of the conflict could have been that this person wasn't prioritizing happiness. And what I mean by that is there could have been, like, they could have been prioritizing other things over their own happiness. Interesting. It looks like this person is like overthinking how to come towards you here. And if you're mirroring, I'm wondering if there's anything in your life that you're overthinking. We have reconciliation. I just said your person overthinking about how to come towards you. We have coming together. And remember mirroring. So if there's something you're heavily thinking about taking action towards, mirroring. We have breakup, runner, time apart. So it feels like you were dealing with a runner here. It's really interesting, this energy. It feels like a very heavy blockage. Like I'm having a hard time. What tarot deck do I want to use for you? I kind of want to pull a card. I think I'm going to use this one. We've got the Ace of Coins on the bottom. 5 of Coins. This person has, it looks like they have a fear of rejection is one of the blockages. We have 2 of Cups in reverse. So we have like this person feeling very unhappy. It's like they want to bring you this Ace of Coins, but they're afraid of rejection. Sorry, I just want to see what this blockage is. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse, which talks about clarity. That person's here. It's about to get loud. And we have the Empress. Wow. So it feels like this person could be realizing that, you know, they didn't prioritize their happiness. They didn't prioritize this. They could have had a lot of other things going on. This person's seeing clearly now that you're this Empress. Oh my gosh, my house is about to get crazy. We have the King of Coins. Interesting. Long-term stability. The Knight of Wands, the runner. So it looks to me like you've got a runner thinking about long-term goals here, thinking about the future, thinking about what they want to settle down with you. Very interesting. Your person is coming in a very independent energy. All right. I just want to see what this blockage is. What is this major blockage here? What is this major blockage? We've got the Knight of Coins. And we've got the Queen of Wands. So for some of you, there was a third party energy. With the Knight of Coins, this, again, third party doesn't have to be romantic, but it feels like this person neglected this connection for other things, whatever those other things were. Could have been for another person. It also shows fear of commitment here. It also is interesting the Queen of Wands is here because I did mention the Queen of Wands. So maybe what's blocking this connection is, like, part of what's blocking it is you could still be working your way through that fire, you know, rising like that phoenix. Queen of Wands. Low confidence. Okay, so part of the blockage here could have been because we had self-love and we had triggered, and I said this person could have triggered self-love within you. So what I'm hearing for that is part of what's blocking this connection. Like I said, there's a lot of blockage here, and it could have been that you needed to learn how to love yourself, that you needed to learn how to evolve through those tower moments. You know, the Queen of Wands, everything you go through just makes you stronger. You turn it into fire. You transmute that energy into power. That is the Queen of Wands energy. It could have been that, you know, I'm learning a lot right now about attachment styles and about wounding and about how we, you know, attract in the people that can teach us lessons about ourselves. And you could have attracted this person in energetically because you were lacking self-confidence and self-love. And it does feel like this person triggered that within you. Like, I feel like you're someone who is learning what you're worth because of the crap you went through in this connection with this person. Because of this person is what I'm hearing. Anyway. It also talks about arguments. It also talks about, and I'm not saying you're selfish, but it talks about selfishness. And one thing that, you know, people who have difficulty with codependency and anxious attachment, And let me be clear, that comes from a place of wounding. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That comes from a place of not having your needs met as a child. So when someone is, and I can talk about this because this is one of my major lessons, when someone is lacking self-love and lacking confidence, they can become quite, and has that like anxious attachment style, they can become codependent. And I'm not, somebody said I'm using those interchangeably, or like, I don't know what they're all different. I know they're all different, but they're linked to each other. They are linked to each other. And no, I'm not going to go down that road right now. I'm just going to keep going down this road. But if you're someone with unhealed codependent tendencies and unhealed anxious attachment, a connection like this can, how can I put that? It makes you, again, I've been learning a lot about this lately. It causes you to appear like you're clingy or you're demanding because you could want this person's time and energy. And the more you ask for their time and energy, the more distant they could become. It's so complicated. Like, that's why I say humans are so complicated. We are complicated creatures. I'm even having a hard time sifting through all the information I could share with you right now. Because what happens is oftentimes, especially counterpart connections, you're meant to trigger each other. But someone with anxious attachment will attract someone who is avoidant. And it's meant to help you trigger that within yourself, that which you need to heal. So like, if I'm talking about anxious attachment and codependency and lack of self-love, and that's resonating for you, I would really look into attachment styles. I would really, like, there's books, there's so much information online about it. Again, it's something that I struggle with, and that's what this Queen of Wands in reverse is talking about. It's talking about a need for love that comes from a place like lack of confidence or lack of self-worth. Anyway, this is a very, I apologize that this is such like a deep reading. Like, there's a lot of deeper messages. This is a very specific message. I know that for some of you, I've already lost you, but as a reader, I don't just read the cards. I have to talk about the energy that's coming through, and I'm feeling some really deep stuff in this reading having to do with like your journey, perhaps the gifts that you have that are untapped potential I'm hearing. But let's get back to your love reading. So again, for the blockage, some of you, it could have been third-party interference. Anyway, Knight of Coins, I already know Knight of Coins as a blockage is someone neglecting a connection. I already know it. Fear of commitment, lack of commitment, neglecting relationship, no initiative, workaholic. So it does feel like you were dealing with someone who put you in a third-party situation. But like I said, doorbell, like I said, I feel like there's something about this Queen of Wands in reverse and you that you may resonate with. I apologize. Let's get back to your reading. That's what was coming through for the blockage, though. All right, let's keep going. We have forgiveness, apology, and we have frequency, intuition, meditation. Interesting, we have bounty, chaser, hot pursuit coming for you. So contemplation. So you have someone contemplating how to come towards you here. It's like you and this person are aligning on the same frequency because you're mirroring. And like I said, if you're someone who, some of the stuff I'm mentioning about healing and attachment styles, you know, for some of you, I feel like you're already reflecting on that. But for some of you, that will help you if you look into that type of stuff. That's about self-acknowledgement here with healing. So for some of you, you're already doing it. And for others of you, it can actually help you in your relationships, whether this one or future ones, if you look at those attachment styles and try to heal them. Anyway, I'm just laughing at myself because this reading has taken a weird turn. So we do have forgiveness. Like, I feel like I more so wanted to talk about your own healing journey and your soul path rather than talk about this person. Like, I feel like this person hasn't really been the center of this reading so far. But anyway, here they come. We have forgiveness. So someone's seeking forgiveness. What I can also say is if you are someone where this person did you wrong, I heard did you dirty, did you wrong, or there was third-party interference, or they did neglect this connection, when you're holding on to that resentment and that anger towards that person, and I see it all the time in my comment section, like people ripping their person apart, the person that they're so angry with, like they're watching the reading, but they're like, they still hate, they say they hate this person. And you know, they're putting comments in the comment section about how much they hate this person. That is only damaging you. That is only blocking you. That's building a wall of resentment around you. And when I'm saying this, when I'm talking about forgiveness, again, this is a weird reading. When I'm talking about forgiveness, I'm not saying that what they did was okay. I'm not saying that you need to let them back in your life, but it's time to, you know, if you've been holding on to resentment for a long time, it's only hurting you. I saw a really good representation of anytime someone hurts you and you hang on to resentment, imagine picking up like a dumbbell, or are they called kettlebells? I don't know what they're called. But you know, people who lift weights and stuff, imagine picking up one of those weights each time someone wronged you and you held on to that resentment. They're not carrying that weight around. You're carrying all that weight around. So it could be that for some of you, you know, you could be healing and learning how to energetically forgive without having that face-to-face closure conversation, without having someone verbally say, I'm sorry. You could be learning how to forgive and release that energy so it's no longer weighing you down so that you can heal. And again, not saying you have to let this person back in, but energetically, it does affect the frequency, because energetically, this person can feel those walls of resentment come down, and it causes them to feel more compelled to energetically, I'm talking about energy, come towards you. This reading is, I'm going to be surprised at who watches this reading. Like, I can't even stop myself at this point, the messages that are coming through. I'm getting a lot of channeled messages about like healing and attachment styles, and it's interesting. It's very deep. But anyway, let's keep going. I think I made my point with all of that. So it looks to me like you've got, because your walls are coming down, because you are healing, because you're learning about yourself, because you're, you know, possibly focusing on your dream here, going after your own dream, no longer comparing yourself to a karmic if there's a karmic involved. It feels like energetically the frequency is changing between the two of you, and it's what's causing this person to want to come towards you. Like I said, yeah, we have contemplation, someone contemplating coming towards you. They're feeling, again, I'm talking a lot about energy. I'm not talking about like logical thinking. I'm talking about energy. And And energetically, it feels like this person is feeling kind of pushed towards you. And what I mean by that is they could be getting a lot of reminders about you, like the universe could be sending them constant signs and synchronicities about you. So there was another deck that I wanted to get to go with this one. Look at that. We have detach, and I was just talking about attachment styles. Again, even if you're not anxious attachment and you don't resonate with that, look into the other attachment styles. That's part of these lessons that the universe sends to us, like friendships, these patterns that we repeat. Anyway, we have giving gifts, which is 6 of Pentacles energy, equal give and take. And one of the blockages we did see was that there maybe wasn't equal give and take. We have beautiful, self-love, Empress energy, attractive inside and out, stunning. And when you are in that Empress energy, when you are in love with your inner world, it shows to the outer world. Anyway. We have weeks this month within weeks. I'm laughing at myself, just so you know. I also feel like I haven't been able to channel because that person has been in my house. So I just kind of feel like I'm free right now a little, so I apologize. No, I'm going to stop apologizing. See? Something I'm working on, over apologizing. Look, we have entrepreneur. Yes. Yes. Work for yourself, develop an idea, start up. Is that you? We have connection. So this could have been a connection that inspired you to want to start your own business or help others. Like I'm seeing someone wanting to help others heal, like on social media, share their story, whatever it is, start your own YouTube channel. Just remember, if you are comparing yourself to someone who has like 100,000 subscribers, or who was I watching the other day? I think it was Baba Jolie has 700,000. I was like, what? That's so many. Not that it matters, but don't let that stop you, because Baba Jolie had to start at the bottom too. Baba Jolie had to start off with 1 or 2 subscribers, you know. Everyone had to start here, anyone who's going after their dreams. So just remember that. But this could be a connection that caused you to realize that you have something within you that you want to go after, a dream. Like maybe you want to write your own book. I still get little whispers like, you could write your own book, you could write a book, you could write a book, you could write a book. And I still ignore those whispers. Anyway, did I already cut the deck? Yes, I did. We have inspired, so you could be feeling very inspired because of this connection to go after your dream. And I don't mean like, maybe this person did inspire you to follow your dreams. Maybe they did inspire you in those ways. But I keep hearing energy. I'm talking about energy. So I don't, like this person could have really hurt you, but you could be using that hurt, transmuting that energy into inspiration, into that Queen of Wands that we were seeing. So anyway, let's keep going, or let's start. What's coming in here? We have confused, something is missing. So for some of you, you could be, it's really, this is kind of magical, because the energy that we have coming out, we have alignment, in tune, living authentically and intentionally, and we have lost, confused, something's missing. It's underneath this gift card, this cosmic gift. And I feel like maybe you feel, for some of you, I feel like you're already going after your soul purpose. So this is going to sound like a past version of you, but for some of you, I do feel like you could be someone who feels like there is something missing in your life, or that whatever job you're doing doesn't fulfill you in the way that you feel it should. You could always have felt like you had a higher calling, or you had a bigger purpose, or you could help people in some way. And that's because your higher self is, it's because your higher self is trying to tell you something. Because if you're in tune, living authentically and intentionally, you don't feel lost and confused. You feel like you're on the right path. I apologize. My children are being so loud right now. It's because they're just playing and laughing, but my partner went to pick up groceries. So they're downstairs and they think they can be loud AF because there's nobody around. Again, they're just laughing. So it does feel like if you are feeling lost and like something is missing in your life, especially if you just like, if you're in separation with this person and you're struggling to find, you're feeling very lost, like I feel like a piece of me is missing. I think that's a completely normal thing to feel in this situation, but it's also telling you that there is something missing in your life because this person shouldn't complete you. So anyway, if you are feeling lost and like you have a purpose, your higher self is trying to tell you something. And for some of you, you could have felt like you were missing something and that you didn't have a purpose. And then you came into this connection and you started aligning with your higher self, started healing, and now you no longer feel that way. I think that there's going to be a few different like people on different parts of their journey here. So let's keep going. We have deceit, lied to, deceived, sneak around, and then we have mistake, error, fault, mess up. So this is someone who knows they messed up here. Just 1 second. All right, I had to tell them to be quiet. I had to tell them to be a little quieter. They were wrestling. So it does look like you could have had someone lie or deceive you here. They could have 7 of Swords to you. They could have been lying to themselves about this situation. They could have been... It's interesting that it came out underneath healing because it seems like this is someone who maybe denied or lied to themselves about the healing that they needed to go through. Whoever this is, they know they made a mistake here. And I also feel like you could be someone who's healing from this. Like if you had someone deceive you, lie to you, hurt you, I feel like this is something that you're healing from that situation. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm on fire. So, what? I'm hearing a song now. I'm hearing whatever. I don't know who's, I think it's no, I don't know who sings it. But the line I'm hearing is whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or whatever. That's whatever that line is. I'm hearing that. We do have obstacles. So you and this person there has been obstacles and blockages between the two of you here. Let's keep going. We have yin and yang. Divine feminine, divine masculine. So like I said, you and this person could have kind of attracted each other to finally heal these things within this dynamic, or within yourselves. Not even this dynamic, within yourselves. Very interesting energy with yin and yang. We have protection, so it could be like if there's blockages here, you could have been being protected from this person. Like if this person ghosted you, or if this person like hasn't been reaching out, it's because you're being protected. It does look like you could be a counterpart, my friend. We have transition, period of change, shifting, moving on from challenges. So this shows this, it's interesting that this is coming out underneath these blockages because it's showing you transitioning away from these blockages, or these blockages coming down. I kept hearing the walls are coming down because you and this person are aligning on the same frequency. And moving on from challenges. Like, that's what I said. This looks like very challenging energy here. And we have, as the two of you come into alignment, you're moving on from these challenges. It also talks about building a long-lasting foundation on the bottom here, making long-lasting changes. You know, like this family tree card. This can be the energy of breaking generational trauma. Like maybe you and this person come from years of childhood trauma. Like maybe both of you have unhealthy attachment styles, and I'm hearing counterparts, but by finally healing those things, you're actually creating change for generations to come, because your children won't grow up with those unhealthy attachment styles. As we heal ourselves, we actually heal our children. And that goes for unborn children as well. Let's keep going. It's also interesting. Oh my gosh. Because you start to see in this reading, you see the energy changing towards the end. And that's exactly what I was just about to say with this transition card, is that it feels like the energy is shifting. And look what came out. We have shift, changes, energetic shifts. And remember, I kept saying it's energy. I'm talking about energy. I'm not talking about things that make sense to the logical mind. I'm talking about something that you can't really see or touch. Energy. Anyway. Very interesting. So we do see a shift bringing what it looks like it's bringing you and this person back together. Big changes, energetic shifts. And I was talking about how maybe you're someone who's been releasing resentment. You know, if you are someone who's starting to follow your whisper towards your dream, that's causing an energetic shift here. If you want to break through that blockage and you are feeling called to go after your soul path, my suggestion to you is do it. If you are someone who resonates with that attachment style that I was talking about, and you're feeling like maybe you should look into it, I urge you to do so, because that can cause a shift in your life as well when you heal yourself. Whether or not this person is around or not. Anyway, let's keep going. So we have two cards coming in here, very interesting. We have difficulties and stability. So it feels like this is someone who wants to apologize for the challenges and the struggles they've caused and the difficulty they've caused here. And we also have stability coming in, which is like Emperor energy underneath frequency. So I do feel like this person is going through an energetic shift. Their frequency is changing to that of a more stable one. Interesting. And on the bottom, we have choices, decisions, options, crossroads. So it does feel like you could be, we have entrepreneur here. So it could be that you have a decision to make when it comes towards starting your own business. This person seems to have a decision to make when it comes to you. I feel like for some of you, you are going to have a decision to make, because I do feel like this person is coming back in with an apology, with stability, and you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want to give them another chance? My advice to you, like if you do give them another chance, do not lose yourself. Do not stop that soul searching. Do not stop going after your dream just because this person has resurfaced. Anyway, so we're going to get some tarot now. I've already shuffled, so we can just jump right in. So let's see what you need to know about this situation. We'll just look at what's coming towards you when it comes to this situation. What is coming towards you? We have the Six of Cups. Yep. I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised. We have Nine of Swords on the bottom in reverse. So that's like hearing from your past person. That's someone from your past resurfacing. That's, you know, reunion, reconciliation. It's also about like healing past wounds. So it could be that, you know, it could be that, like, if you're someone who's been having realizations about your wounding and your childhood wounds, and you have been reflecting about that, to me, this looks like someone coming towards you wanting to share with you about what they've learned about their childhood wounding. You know, it's someone who wants to explain to you, I had that reaction or I behaved in that way because in the past this happened to me. That's what this feels like. Anyway, very interesting. The Nine of Swords in reverse is an energy of sharing. My dogs are like driving me crazy right now. I don't know if you can hear them. They're outside, but they're just like constantly barking. Let's keep going. We have the Ten of Swords and Judgment. Very interesting. So it does look like this is a resurrection, you know? This Ten of Swords and Judgment coming out together, that's a resurrection. That's, you know, I'm hearing someone taking accountability for the ending here. Someone taking accountability for these painful swords. Remember, deceit and acknowledgement here. So someone who wants to take accountability for those swords. Very interesting. Taking accountability for the ending, taking accountability for the pain, wanting to resurrect something, wanting to reunite with that Six of Cups. King of Cups on the bottom. And we do see these doves here, which are symbolic of harmony, and we have the Eight of Wands. Communication, forward movement. So let's see who this is coming towards you. Who is this coming towards you? We have the Six of Wands. So this could have been someone, just for who it is, it could have been someone that you met online, or something about online, like maybe they're like an online creative, or they have some sort of online presence. Doesn't have to be. The Six of Wands for who this is. This could be someone who had a lot of ego. So maybe they were quite defensive. They were quite reactive. The other thing I'm hearing with the Six of Wands, this could be someone for who this is that made you realize that you needed to love and be there for yourself. Like, this could have been someone who neglected you with that Knight of Pentacles we saw. The Six of Wands in reverse. Hang on. Back to what I was saying. The Six of Wands in reverse can be an energy of feeling unloved and unwanted. So when I'm looking at who this is, this could be someone who triggered that feeling of being unloved and unwanted, especially like that could have stemmed from your childhood in some way, I'm hearing. We have the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So for who this is someone that there could have been a lot of overwhelm in this connection. There could have, like, this person could have been very defensive with the Seven of Wands. There could have been external factors influencing this connection. Like, this person could have had a lot going on in their life with the Ten of Wands. They could have had a lot of other responsibilities. Again, it could be also, for who this could have been someone who had a fear of what other people thought about this connection, because maybe you were very different, or maybe this is someone who, you know, they could have told their friends all kinds of things about you. Maybe it was true, maybe it wasn't. But there could be outside opinions affecting this connection. That could be for who this is. Again, the Seven of Wands can be quite a defensive energy as well. So you could have been dealing with someone who was defensive. This person could have blocked you online, or you could have blocked them. Take it as it resonates. So let's see this person's current energy. Let's look at their current energy. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. So for their current energy, for some of you, this is someone who is releasing a karmic or a colder manipulative energy that's around them. I mentioned in a reading the other day that that could also be symbolic of, like, if they grew up, I'm seeing something about family here. So like if this person grew up with like a mother wound, this person, okay, this person's current energy, it feels like they want to be honest with you about the fact that maybe they did grow up with a parent who was manipulative. Like maybe they're realizing that this is someone, I feel like they're realizing that they weren't given like enough compassion and love and warmth as a child, is what I'm hearing. This is definitely someone who wants to get something off their chest and bring you clarity with the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Sun. This is someone becoming more self-aware, is what I'm seeing. Interesting. For some of you, like I said, they could be releasing someone else right now. They could be cutting someone else off here, possibly a karmic. It does show their current energy that they are focusing on self-love, and that they could be feeling apprehensive about coming towards you, is what I'm seeing. Let's see how they're feeling about you. The Queen of Cups is also a very healing energy. Well, look at that. We have the Knight of Cups and the Empress for how they're feeling about you. And we have the Seven of Swords in reverse for how they're feeling about you. So they want to come clean about something. They want to apologize for something. They want to get something off their chest. Remember I mentioned Seven of Swords energy when that Deceit card came out? So it does feel like this is someone who wants to make amends with you, who wants to apologize. They don't want to run anymore. The Seven of Swords is like coming out of the darkness. So they feel like it's time to come out of the darkness. They feel like it's time to come clean. With the Empress for how they're feeling about you. You know, you're irreplaceable here, Divine Feminine. And there's that Ace of Coins. So it does feel like they want to give you a stable offer or an apology here. For how they're feeling about you, they definitely see future with you. And, you know, they could be seeing you as someone who is embodying self-love right now. Knight of Cups, very intuitive energy. The Knight of Cups follows their heart no matter what. Let's see their intentions. We have the Emperor coming out as intentions and the Star. So it does feel like this person's intentions are to take action towards this connection, to take control of this situation, to reconnect with you, and to heal this with the Star. You know, their intentions, they see you as their wish fulfillment. Let's look at what action they'll take. That was really interesting that the Emperor and the Empress came out like that. We have the King of Swords for action, so this person is going to be communicating with you. There's that Nine of Swords again. And again, the Nine of Swords in reverse is I just keep hearing alleviating your stress by sharing, by communicating. So this person taking a weight off their shoulders, communicating a truth with you, bringing accountability, having an honest conversation with you. I just want to look at the Nine of Swords because I've seen it so many times. Nine of Swords reversed, recovery, learning to cope, facing life. So facing you, like Seven of Swords in reverse. They want to face you. They're ready to face you. They're ready to face the music is what I'm hearing. It also talks about finding help. So this could be someone who wants your help with healing, especially if you have that healing energy to you. It also talks about getting help from partners. So this person asking you for help in some sort of way. It doesn't mean you have to give that help. I'll just say that. The Nine of Swords in reverse brings a message of hope, offering faith in a brighter future and promising better days ahead. This card offers relief from pain and suffering, providing a sense of comfort and healing. And it just keeps coming out over and over and over again. This person wants to, you know, have your sense of comfort and healing back in their life is what I'm hearing. This person could be having a hard time sleeping. What does this King of Swords want? Show me what this King of Swords is communicating about. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. And we have death. So it feels like this person is done taking you for granted. They're done. Like this is someone who wants to communicate that they see you as a missed opportunity. Again, this person maybe didn't appreciate you when they had the chance, but this is someone with a new perspective here with the Four of Cups in reverse. This is someone with a new perspective of how they need to show up to this connection. Choosing happiness. Remember I talked about this person choosing happiness right around here? That you're their happiness? Four of Cups in reverse. This person wants to choose happiness. They don't want to choose work. They don't want to choose a connection that doesn't make them happy. They don't want to keep partying. Whatever this is, they want happiness and they know happiness is with you. It also talks about being more active. So this person knows they need to show up differently in this connection. They need to put in more effort. And it also talks about a new understanding of love. Like this person has transformed in some way and they want to communicate that. I've also been talking a lot about attachment styles and childhood wounding and how it affects how we show up in connections. So this person very well could have a new understanding about love when it comes to their own attachment styles. Like maybe this is someone who's realized that they're an avoidant, you know? Oh dear. All right, let's look at near future energy between the two of you. Near future energy. We have the Four of Wands. Like, come on. The Four of Wands is celebration. It's union. It's commitment. It's stability. We've got the Fool here. So remember we saw a proposal offer on the table and I'm like, well, we should see. It does seem like that could be what's coming here. Near future energy again. Four of Wands, homecoming. So it feels like near future energy, this person takes a leap of faith towards you and there's some kind of homecoming here, some sort of reunion. Again, you don't have to take this person back if you don't want to. Let's see what advice you need about this person. To me, the Four of Wands is also very symbolic of, we have the Five of Coins. To me, the Two of Wands is also the Four of Wands. In a lot of cards, you'll see the four wands separated into like twos or just one each, if that makes sense. But usually it's two wands on one side, two wands on the other. And to me, that's very symbolic of you know, two people who need to look at themselves before coming together. They need to work on their own foundations before coming together. The Two of Wands has always given me the message of someone looking at their own patterns, like, and you can replace patterns with attachment styles for this reading. It's almost like I'm seeing two people who've been looking at their attachment styles and looking at what they need to change and heal in order to move forward before coming together in this homecoming energy. For what we need to know about your person, we do have the Five of Coins. So this person could have like fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, and that could have caused them to act in all sorts of ways. I'm not making excuses. It's also showing me that this person does have a fear of rejection when it comes to you, like a fear that you'll reject them. This is also showing me for what we need to know about your person. I'm also going to give you a very random message that might not make sense to anyone. But this could be someone who is feeling very left out in the cold of your energy right now, like missing your warmth, missing your comfort, because we kept seeing the Nine of Swords in reverse, someone wanting your healing and comfort. Just really random. Whoever you're connected to, I know this is a really random message, but they could have like, I can't remember what it's called. It's something that a lot of autistic people have. I don't know the proper terminology. I can just kind of see it in my brain. It might be Ehlers-Danlos syndrome or something like that. EDS. Something about their joints. I know this is like a super random message and I feel silly even saying it, but this could be someone, like people with that syndrome can do like their joints are more flexible, or they can do like, I don't know if your person is double jointed, but there's like there's something about this hand that's giving me like that EDS energy. So your person could be someone who can do that with their fingers, and like these knuckles. Like, have you ever seen one of my autistic kids can do it. They can just like go like that with their hand and all of these knuckles go in. Or someone with like wrist problems, or someone who sleeps with their wrists like this. I know that's a really weird message, I know, but I had to say it because this is what we need to know about your person. And for some of you that can be like, maybe your person is autistic, but anyway, maybe your person is neurodivergent. The Five of Pentacles can also talk about rejection. Sensitivity to rejection is very common with people who are ADHD. Anyway, and if this person did reject you, for what you need to know about this person, if this person did reject you or ghost you or leave you out in the cold or choose someone else over you, it came from their own insecurity. It had nothing to do with you. So try not to internalize that. Try not to think that it had something to do with you, because it didn't. All right, we're just going to get a few channeled messages from your person. Let's use this deck. I want to come into alignment with you. How interesting. I still feel so attracted to you. I feel tired of hiding my true feelings from you. Yep. Seven of Swords in reverse. Yep. I'm so proud of who you have become. So you could be someone who this person has seen you grow through that fire and transmute that energy and evolve. I wish I would have treated you better. We have, please don't feel disappointed with me. And I had a crush on you from the very start. And look at this one. I'm showing you your wounds and things you need to work on, which is what I was going on and on and on and on about. So that's confirmation. So I'm going to leave this here, my friend. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.